The internet is abuzz, and Justin Bieber's recent online presence has sent shockwaves through social media, leaving many scratching their heads and a fervent fanbase ready to defend or dissect every move. If you're eager to uncover the full story and stay ahead of the curve, make sure to hit that subscribe button right now, because you won't want to miss a single detail as we unravel this intriguing narrative. His latest Instagram activity has ignited a firestorm, with some speculating about a subtle jab at an ex-girlfriend, others believing he's reached his breaking point, and a collective agreement that perhaps he's simply navigating a challenging period while his wife faces yet another wave of public scrutiny and a high-profile legal battle involving an alleged abuser looms. For years, Justin Bieber's public relations strategy, heavily influenced by his former manager, was rooted in silence. The belief was that his work should speak for itself, ignoring the relentless hum of hate and speculation that constantly surrounded him. Scooter Braun, his one-time manager, firmly held the conviction that engaging with online negativity only fueled it, preferring his artists to rise above the fray and let their art be their statement. This approach, while perhaps fitting for an earlier era, proved increasingly problematic with the explosive growth of social media, where rumors spread like wildfire and an unaddressed narrative could quickly become accepted as truth. The stark contrast between Justin's silence and Selena Gomez's public expressions of hurt was particularly evident during their on-again, off-again relationship. While Selena often used interviews to vocalize her pain and frustration, Justin maintained a stoic front, consistently speaking of her with respect and affection when directly asked. This disparity led many to believe Justin was the culpable party, a narrative further solidified by seemingly innocent Disney starlet's laments contrasting with a pop star's seemingly carefree demeanor. The public perceived Selena as the victim, and Justin's compliments, oddly enough, were twisted into an admission of guilt. However, a closer look at Justin's music from that period painted a vastly different picture. Songs released as early as 2012, like She Don't Like the Lights and Thought of You, offered subtle but significant insights into the complexities of their relationship. She Don't Like the Lights describes a partner overwhelmed by the demands of fame, hinting at an ultimatum where Justin's career is seen as a barrier to their happiness. The lyrics suggested a desire for him to abandon his public life for her, rather than a shared yearning for privacy. This portrayal of a demanding side to Selena was largely overlooked, as it didn't align with the public's perception of her as a sweet, innocent figure. Thought of You further deepened this alternative narrative, revealing a relationship where Justin felt he was in love with an idealized version of someone, rather than the person themselves. The lyrics speak of being deceived by a smile and mistaking affection for genuine connection, a theme so personal that Justin reportedly found it too difficult to perform live. This song, along with She Don't Like the Lights, suggested underlying issues that went unnoticed by a public focused on superficial appearances and the readily available cute photos of the couple. As their relationship fractured, Selena's public expressions of pain intensified, often aligning with promotional cycles for her projects. Justin, meanwhile, continued his silent struggle, channeling his turmoil into self-destructive behaviors, including alleged self-harm through tattoos and associating with problematic figures. The public narrative solidified, Selena as the wronged party, Justin as the insensitive ex. This imbalance in addressing their shared history created a significant disadvantage for Justin, whose efforts to convey his side were consistently overshadowed by Selena's more vocal approach. Years later, Justin attempted to clarify his experiences, releasing songs like Love Yourself, which many interpreted as a direct message to Selena. The lyrics, brimming with pointed observations about a past lover's self-centeredness and negativity, painted a picture of a toxic dynamic. Despite attempts by Selena's fans to attribute the song to other women, Justin himself confirmed that, at that time, his music was primarily inspired by and dedicated to Selena, solidifying his emotional connection to their shared past. The song vividly detailed their relational struggles, from feeling belittled to dealing with disapproval from family and friends, becoming an anthem for those who felt trapped in similar dynamics. The irony of Love Yourself being co-written by Benny Blanco, who years later would publicly praise Justin while subtly criticizing Selena, highlights the shifting perspectives and underlying tensions. Justin's consistent attempts to offer his side of the story were largely ignored, as the public, captivated by Selena's narrative, was unwilling to entertain an alternative viewpoint. By the time Justin and his team recognized the need to actively counter the false narratives, it was too late. His marriage to Hailey, seemingly sudden to many, was misconstrued as a retaliatory act, a perception further fueled by Selena's release of Lose You to Love Me, which, despite being written much earlier, strategically dropped a month after Justin's wedding, solidifying the idea that Selena was blindsided and heartbroken. Selena has consistently reignited the Selena saga, first with a sense of possessiveness and later, after Justin's marriage, with a narrative of perpetual recovery from a relationship she claimed ruined her. Her recent engagement to Benny Blanco, ironically, has not stopped her from publicly lamenting the loss of Justin, even in interviews and through her new album. This album, I Said I Love You First, features lyrics widely interpreted as directed at Justin and Hailey, despite Selena being engaged. This continuous rehashing of the past, particularly after years have passed, raises questions about the motivations behind keeping this narrative alive. The resurgence of hate for Hailey Bieber following Selena's album release, while not explicitly orchestrated by Selena's team, highlights a concerning pattern of strategic timing. There is growing evidence suggesting a coordinated smear campaign against Hailey on social media, with some TikTok creators reportedly being paid to participate in trends designed to incite negativity. This tactic, which has been exposed by influencers who were approached to participate, reveals a darker side to online celebrity feuds, where narratives are actively manufactured and disseminated for strategic advantage. In response to these relentless attacks, Justin has shifted his approach from silence to direct engagement. He has publicly defended Hailey, calling out hateful accounts and expressing his love and commitment to his wife. His posts, which include defiant images and poignant messages about Hailey's resilience, clearly demonstrate his frustration with the manufactured narratives. He has shared screenshots of his heartfelt responses to trolls, emphasizing that he has seen and read all the hurtful messages directed at Hailey. His stance is clear. He is no longer willing to tolerate the constant onslaught of negativity. Despite his past declarations of silence, Justin has taken to Instagram to directly address the vitriol directed at Hailey, posting images of them both giving the middle finger to the camera and sharing deeply personal messages about Hailey's strength and his unwavering love for her. He has also shared memes that, while seemingly innocuous, have been interpreted by some as subtle jabs at his ex, further fueling the ongoing speculation. However, given his current habit of posting various memes and random content, it's difficult to definitively label any single post as targeted shade. The public's constant need to connect every action to his past relationship with Selena persists, even when Justin has given them no direct reason to do so in years. The relentless scrutiny extends to every aspect of their lives, from career choices to personal milestones. The double standards applied to Selena and Hailey are particularly striking. While Selena's public displays of engagement joy and her desire for marriage are celebrated, Hailey's similar expressions were mocked and criticized, often by the same fanbase. This hypocrisy reached a peak when Selena, shortly after Hailey gave birth to her son, announced her inability to have children, presenting it as a new revelation despite having discussed it previously. This seemingly calculated timing reignited the pity narrative around Selena and the hate directed at Justin and Hailey. The current legal troubles surrounding Diddy have added another layer to the complex narrative surrounding Justin Bieber. While nothing is confirmed, the public is increasingly questioning the nature of Justin's past associations, given the allegations of exploitation within the industry. This adds a somber undertone to the ongoing public drama, as fans wonder if Justin's recent, more open displays of emotion are connected to deeper, unresolved trauma. The intensity of public opinion, the strategic timing of releases, and the sheer volume of speculation underscore a deeply entrenched and often toxic dynamic that continues to define Justin Bieber's public life. This entire saga showcases a deeply entrenched pattern of manipulation and public perception, where narratives are often crafted and maintained, regardless of the truth. It's a never-ending cycle of speculation, blame, and fiercely loyal fanbases. Please subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into the untold stories behind the headlines.